2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports. It's been an interesting season so far. Lots of action, lots of intrigue. And tonight it'll be Philadelphia going up against the Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And we saw flashes of it last year. But after the long wait, it appears that Joel, the process Embiid, is the real deal. Big fella, if he stays healthy, can he be the best big man in the league?
I'd say yes. And even though we compare him to a lot of big men, Hakeem, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, I'm going to say he's more like Chris Webber. Great shot from the outside and post moves that are beyond his years. Very fluid. I like this kid. The new C. Webb, that's his name.
Think he could give you 30?
Oh, no, not at all.
So you're not real serious.
Yes,
you're so happy about it.
You can cancel that one, Ernie.
No way, can give me 30. Well, I think it's rare to see guys his size, obviously.
Stop it. I did it. Don't say rare when I did it.
Now he doesn't
Don't say rare when I did it.
It's not that hot on Joel.
Rare is meaning it's 5 or less, and there are not. You're one of the 5.
Okay.
So 5 is rare.
Hakeem.
Yourself.
C. Webb.
No, C. Webb is not too big. He's not too big. C. Webb is 6'9".
Take it to Kevin before I knock Kenny out.
Okay, excellent point. Kevin, take it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game is the 76ers coming to town for this one. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan along with Doris Berg and Greg Anthony. On the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. With that road trip behind them, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
And you know this, Kevin. There is no place like home. It's always nice to be in those familiar surroundings, around those that cheer for you, the family, the friends. Home is home, and there just isn't any place like it.
Now it's headed down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Kevin, Channing Frye's floor space and puts opposing bigs in a bind. Frye says big guys like to paint. I make them allergic to it. Their big guys want to help, but he can't. He's got to come to Fryland. Just sit out there with me. So it's a pick your poison kind of thing. Kevin, if there's one place I know you'll love, it's Fryland.
That's right, T. You and I both, maybe after the broadcast, you and I can swing over there for a bite. And a good-looking matchup in the backcourt tonight. Doris, you were somewhat of a pure point guard yourself in college basketball. Do you feel there's a lot less separation these days between the point guard and the off guard?
Well, we've talked about this on any number of occasions, Kevin, the positionless basketball that we seem to be trending toward. And certainly the one guard position in this day and age needs to be a scoring position. I think you've got to be a threat regardless of the position you play. So I would say, yes, it's accurate to a certain degree.
That means a lot coming from the person that played so well. Now we'll look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Bodyguard is out there with prime time. Then there's baddest one. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's the machine in at the 5. Here's James. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Thompson outside. Now the pass to Love. LeBron outside. Love with the screen for LeBron. Just 4 to shoot. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
Listen, LeBron has had some years where his free throw percentage has not been as high as you'd like, but for the most part, pretty solid.
And Doris, one thing we've seen with LeBron, he's not shy putting pressure on the franchise when it comes to personnel decisions.
Right, yeah, this guy is very serious about winning championships. LeBron James expects support from ownership in terms of acquiring the right pieces, and he keeps his contract short with a purpose. That exerts leverage to be in position to win.
And he can't get the first one. And LeBron James last season playing in his 7th consecutive NBA Finals, Doris, a streak only surpassed by the great Bill Russell.
And for context, Kevin, remember, in the 60s when Bill Russell played, the finals were just the second round. What LeBron is doing is so much harder. To think that in 12 postseasons he has been to the finals 8 times, nothing short of astounding.
Now here's Simmons. Here's Baddest one, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwayne Wade.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this one. Free throw is good. And LeBron outspoken last season about the Cavs, Doris, need for more playmakers.
Well, Kev, at the time, there were only 2 players, Kyrie and LeBron, who were averaging at least 2 assists. To give you a point of comparison, the Warriors had 7 players do that. So there was a ton of pressure on LeBron and Kyrie to make that offense hum.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
Thomas against Simmons. Thomas passes to LeBron.
LeBron welcomes contact, so you are really doing him a favor when you send him to the line.
The Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit? Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for James. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Simmons passes to Baddest one. And he elevates the slam. Thompson did not like that.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Now here's James. Against Indiana, he was really on his game.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
The bodyguard passes to the machine. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
And Ben Simmons picks up a foul. That's his first foul. James kicks to Thomas. Three-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And when you protect the rim like they did in that one, it has a tremendous impact.
I don't think there's any question. When you playing that strong a defense, it's going to have an effect on your opponent. And it seemed like they were getting their hands up on the majority of shots.
So it's the Cavaliers now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Wade sets the pick for Thompson. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Isaiah Thomas, his best attribute is his speed and his ability to mix those speeds to get defenders off balance.
The bodyguard passes the baddest one. Another three for Philadelphia.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Floats it up for James. Here's the bodyguard, and he dunks it down.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
No doubt. I mean, they played to their strengths, and that's what helped them get this road win. I loved how they played for each other.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their number one priority.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Now here's Thomas. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. It's deflected. Simmons against Thomas. Here's the bodyguard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. The bodyguard's got his second bucket tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue grew up in the small town of Mexico, Missouri. He saw it all at a young age, good and bad.
And the basket by Thomas. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's the bodyguard, covered by LeBron. Score the basket. High shot after missing his first attempt. And Coach Tyronn Lue credits the influence of his hometown on teaching him how to live life.
All right, Kev. He says it taught him the things to do and the things not to do in life. He was straight as an arrow during his pro career. Never once got a technical in 11 years of playing. Quite remarkable.
Pulls up on the wing, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Thomas dishes to Wade. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes. LeBron's got 5.
Well, when James is operating on the block like there, it's a thing of beauty. How far has his interior game come since he entered the league?
Now here's Simmons. He picked up 15 points in the last one against the Lakers.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Here's Thomas after Ben Simmons' bucket. And LeBron throws it down.
A history of great finishers in NBA history, but LeBron will top the list before it's all said and done.
Here's the bodyguard, covered by LeBron. The bodyguard passes to Primetime. Here's baddest one. Another three for Philadelphia.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
The screen from Thompson. Thompson, a screen on Simmons. Love outside. It's stolen. Inside.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Doors with so many one-and-dones entering the NBA. Do you think expectations are too high for these guys, especially from the fans?
I don't, Kevin. I think it depends on the talent that we're talking about. You know, I know Joel Embiid is a guy who didn't necessarily start right away, but when he was finally able to be healthy, it certainly didn't take him long to become a factor on the NBA level. No, I don't think the expectations are too high. I think these guys are accustomed to expectations, and frankly, their personal expectations are probably higher than ours.
I mean, look at the elite of these high school kids who have been playing like in front of big crowds on a big stage for so long. It's second nature to them, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
Time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the newest crop of playmakers in the NBA. Ben Simmons third.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
James kicks to Thompson. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Wade outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Here's prime time, and that one is hammered home.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Now Thomas, a dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Down low, it's tipped. And here is Simmons. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's James after Ben Simmons' bucket. They need this. It's tipped. And they're pushing it up. Here's the bodyguard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. The bodyguard's got 8 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Thomas dishes to LeBron. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's the bodyguard. That shot, no good. Great D that time from James. Wade kicks to Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Thompson's got his first points of the night. There's the screen. Passes it to prime time. The rebound by Kevin Love.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
Thomas kicks to LeBron. The second effort, got a piece of it. Here's Pattis one. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. Simmons loses his grip and misses the dunk. Cavaliers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Wade passes to Thomas. That's tipped.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 6. Pass to the machine. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Wade kicks to Love. They set the pick. The screen from Thompson. Thomas, it's a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Here's prime time.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he knocks down the first one. About halfway into the season, Doris, teams are already separating themselves from the pack. What are some of the elements you are looking for right now as you take a look at those top teams and trying to figure out a championship contender?
So you know that line, it's about the economy, stupid. It's about the players, right? You got to have players. You got to have stars. The contending teams always have at least 2 or 3 stars. So let's begin there. The other part is you've got to have the right role players around the stars. Think about the Draymond Greens. Think about the Kevin Loves. Guys in those positions that are in support of maybe the guys who have the ball in their hands. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James. There's got to be an unselfishness, a professionalism, a commitment. All the things that make championships possible on any number of levels.
And here are the 76ers now. After Kyle Korver hitting the 3. Here's primetime, covered by LeBron. And the rejection by James.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here. LeBron always on the prowl to send shots back with force.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Now, here is Smith, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Love outside. Feeds it to LeBron. Unloads. Smith with the basket on the assist by James. Smith's got his first basket.
And really, Smith is always looking to fire as soon as he touches the ball. The D has to be more aware of that quick trigger.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment now to see some numbers for LeBron James. Averaging about 22 points per, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Rose with the ball. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Indiana. Takes the 3-point bomb.
J.R. Smith can just be deadly coming off a screen like that, guys.
Now, here's McCollum. And there's the pass to primetime. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Primetime's got 10.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
It's a pick by Love. The drive by Smith. Terrific design on the pick foot. He lays it in. He's got 7.
You know, we think J.R. Smith is just a shooter, but make no mistake, he has no problem attacking the rim.
McConnell passes to primetime. Holmes has a screen. Excellent use of the screen that time.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
On the wing, Korver. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his third assist on the night. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's prime time. Covington passes to prime time. And he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow!
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now here's LeBron, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so is Philadelphia, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they drink, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Yeah. What up? Bobby, what up? Yeah. Living like Holly.
And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to a title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
There's no doubt about that. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, everyone. Lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnovers.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs, resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we got Robert Covington, Rashawn Holmes out there with Amir Johnson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's McConnell in at the one. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in the player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. And Kyle Korver, one of the league's all-time great shooters, still holds the single-season mark for three-point percentage at over 53%. He did that back in 2010.
Well, Kevin, his floor-spacing ability with that three-pointer is just so crucial to the team's success. This guy draws so much defensive attention, and think about it. An open three might as well be a layup for this guy.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
The free throw drops for Korver. Doris, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it. If you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people because there's so much scoring and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to that.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. Rose kicks to Jefferson. Love with the screen for Smith. Johnson with the block.
Wow, how about Johnson using his length, an absolute pest on the defensive end.
They get it back, and Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got his first 2 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And that one is good.
And Kevin's a vision by Rose, right? Hits the open open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Johnson the screen. Bayless dishes to Johnson. That's to Luwawu. Shoots a three. And no good that time. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Scooped up. Saric, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
The second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let-up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points.
One stop.
And that one falls from Saric. And clearly Tyronn Lue wants to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against him right now.
But there's no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Outside Rose. It's deflected. Here's Covington. Rebound by Smith.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, I'll tell you, still looking for that first three of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Jefferson kicks to Rose. Right at the free throw line. Now here's Bayless, guarded closely. Now the feed to Covington. The 76ers with another miss.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Out left to the wing. Luwawu to pass to Johnson. Here's Luwawu. He's guarded by Love. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Well, terrific instincts. Amir Johnson feeling out the defense, slices them apart with his passing ability.
Rose up on top. Bayless covering. Rose dishes to Korver. Shot clock at 5. But then recovers. Here's Love. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game.
I tell you, that timing and that awareness Love has near the rim is something you simply can't teach.
Covington with the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 18. Cleveland's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Outside Rose. Jefferson setting the pick for Rose. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Absolutely fearless. And this is one thing you can say about Derrick Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area. And for Derrick Rose, listen, he proved last season that he can still be an impact player on the offensive end. The guy averaged 18 points a game, his most since he missed all of the 2013 season. He's confident with the ball in his hand. He's a consistent source of scoring.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Thomas comes in for Kyle Korver. And for Rose in his offense, he isn't the same player he was doors before his injuries, but he has adjusted his offensive game quite nicely in what he can now.
Right, because Rose has started to play a lot closer to the rim the last few seasons, and that's helped his scoring efficiency. He doesn't take near the volume of three-pointers he once did.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Out to the wing. Here's Love. Kept alive. Thompson. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
The dish to Johnson. Pass to Battiston. To the left wing. Here's Luwawu. Drills it from outside. Luwawu's got 7 points.
Yeah, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
There's a screen. Kicks to Rose. Club with the screen on Johnson. Rose goes in. Another shot. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Pass to Luwawu. Dishes to Sharich. Here's Battiston, defended by Jefferson. The offensive rebound. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Amir Johnson, an intense player, someone who hits the glass with absolute ferocity.
Love with the screen for Thomas. He dishes it to Love. To the inside. Here's Thompson. Got a hand on it.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Fires from the wing. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Thomas kicks to Thompson. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. 6 points for Tristan Thompson.
Isn't this what we've come to expect the great point guards to do? Thomas effective spotting his teammates when they're open.
The pass to Luwawu. There's the triple. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thomas kicks to Rose. Love with the screen for Rose. And it's Love, top of the key. Here's Thomas. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, he measures 5'9", but doesn't bother Isaiah Thomas when he attacks on the interior. The guy is not afraid of anyone.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Well, Isaiah Thomas can handle the basketball with great efficiency. He might have the league's best hesitation move, and that allows him to get to the rim at will, guys.
Dwayne Wade subbed in for Derrick Rose. The 76ers leading by 18. And Doris, when Thomas gets into the lane, he's an amazing finisher for a guy his size.
It really boggles the mind, Kevin, how many tricks are in that bag. This guy can finish with hooks, with floaters, with either hand from different angles, English off the glass. I think his strength is really deceptive. He can take a hit, finish the play. This guy is truly remarkable.
Outside for Reddick. Goes up again. Passes it to the bodyguard. Takes a three. He can't get that one. Jefferson was a nice deep. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Thomas. A basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight.
His shot's hitting on another level here in a second. I mean, it's looking effortless now.
Pass to the bodyguard. Knocks down the 3 ball. The bodyguard's got 11.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
There's the pick. And it's Thomas at the elbow. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level.
The first free throw is good. Doris, looking at the rich history of the NBA, seeing how it's evolved over time, what do you think have been some of the biggest changes from decade to decade as the game has evolved?
Well, for me, my fandom of the NBA began in the great Celtics-Lakers rivalries with the great players like Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Worthy McHale. You know, it's always been a stars league. I think it remains as such. You can move to the 90s in the Eastern Conference with the Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks rivalries. The thing that's remained the same are the stars. Style of play, obviously, is drastically different. The athletes are getting bigger, faster, stronger. Analytics increasingly playing a part. Listen, the game is in a constant state of evolution. Like Kevin Harlan, the game gets better with age.
Oh, man. Thanks, Doris. And here are the Cavaliers now. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Sinks the three-pointer. 13 points in the game.
I tell you, I get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. That one on Jefferson. The 76ers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And that's good as he gets both of his shots.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The screen from Thompson. LeBron outside. Wade on the wing. Over Reddick. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, the defense was draped all over him, but he went to the fadeaway and drilled it.
The 76ers leading by 17. They set the pick, the bodyguard, and he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Isaiah Thomas. For Philadelphia, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Now James, he has 7. To the right side. Right side, Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he's still adding to that arsenal.
Here's the bodyguard. He's guarded by Thomas. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
He's looking for LeBron and hammers the alley through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up. Count it good.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here's Wade. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. In the corner, it's James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 12 points from LeBron.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And so it's Philadelphia sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Dwayne, is defense where you're going to win this game?
Well, it is. You know, you got to get more stops, and we get opportunity to go in transition. We got to look up and we got to get the ball up. I think right now we're getting rebounds and we're taking a break. We got to go, man. We got a very deep team. We got to use it. So second half we're gonna let it run a little more.
Yeah, walking it up isn't going to get it done against this team. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out the 76ers. Kenny, some perspective, please.
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they generate. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, if I toured that recently, it is worth the price of admission. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Look at the bodyguard in this one. He's been everywhere.
And in that first half, something we never see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
I don't think there's any question that that's an added bonus for this team, Greg. I'll be interested to see, can he keep it up in the second half?
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Isaiah Thomas out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Now here's Thomas. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Kevin, that's just ideal use of the pump fake. Thomas is great at getting the defense to commit.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That free throw good from Thomas.
Well, Kevin, I know this. The energy with which IT plays with is infectious, and I love how hard he goes every night.
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas. Philadelphia leading by 12. Here's Simmons. The pass to Primetime. Simmons left side. And Thomas over to help. Fires the 3. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Talk about stretching out a defense. He's been unstoppable tonight.
I'll tell you, he's nailed everything in sight, and how efficient he has been from outside the arc.
Now here's LeBron. Love with a wide open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Love's got 5 now.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
The bodyguard passes to Baddest-One. Puts up a 3, and the rejection by James. Simmons against Thomas. The screen from Thompson. Thomas kicks to Love. Trying to find Thompson, he gets it to him. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Philadelphia leading by 12. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, of player Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
Here's Thomas after the Sixers pick up 2. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the paint.
And he pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Thompson outside. James outside for 3. Carries it from 3-point range. 15 points in the game.
It doesn't come as any surprise so far in this game that LeBron's stamp is all over it. Simply a dominant player.
Feeds it to Simmons. Here's Primetime, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Have to like what we're seeing from Baddest-One.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
has been surreal. 5th for free throw percentage, 10th and three-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Here's Wade. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. They set the screen. Here's baddest one. Sinks that one from the post. Baddest one's got 20.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Now here's Love. 5 points in the game. Jacks up a 3. And it's LeBron James with the 3. James has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's baddest one. Wade is covering. Here's baddest one. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And it's the machine with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. For the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith's checked in for LeBron. Korver comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Thomas. Sharch is checked in for the 76ers. Robert Covington comes in for the bodyguard. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 14. Love dishes to Korver, and he makes that one. Korver's got 16 points.
Yeah, we know Korver is used to having a hand in his face, but how about that? He's at the cup. He's like, hey, I've seen this defense before.
Here's baddest one. 20 points for him. Lets it go from deep. Drills the 3-pointer. He's got 23.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His 2nd from distance this half, 5 overall.
Korver is free on Simmons. Rose kicks to Thompson. Thompson is doubled. And there's Korver on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Passes to prime time. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end. Not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Now here's Rose. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. 5 to shoot. Smith for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Outside, Simmons. Tries it from the top of the key, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And how about the presence of mind from Simmons going up right away with the shot?
Rose with the ball. Thompson outside. Rose sets the screen for Thompson on the way of Korver. He feeds it to Rose, and Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers with some changes. Johnson comes in for prime time, and Luwawu subbed in for baddest one. Rose against Simmons. Rose kicks to Love. Yes, it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 7th assist here tonight. Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Covington's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Rose kicks to Love. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Sharch. Here's Luwawu, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Korver. He's got 18. Thompson is double. Smith outside. And another 3 for Cleveland.
another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Here's Simmons. Out to Sharch. The three. Tries it again. And Johnson lays it in. Johnson's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rose passes to Love. Smith with a screen on Sharch. Back to Rose. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Listen, Derrick Rose is not a pure shooter, but when he's in rhythm, he can really get it going.
Now Simmons, 8 points for him. No good from Luwawu. And here's Rose. He kicks to Love. Back to Rose. All alone. Here's Smith. Got a hand on it. Smith against Covington. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And really, guys, his percentage from the line at 70 isn't quite up to snuff.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And the first one comes.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
And Cleveland making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Johnson. Reddick comes in for Sharch. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Robert Covington. And he can't hit the second. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's Korver. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 20 points for Kyle Korver.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
Holmes has a screen. Pass to Simmons. Over Thompson. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
My goodness. Get right in his grill and force him to alter the shot. That's tough defense in the post.
Rose dishes to Thompson. Knocks it loose. Holmes with the steal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line, Rashawn Holmes. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Rose kicks to Smith. Outside Rose. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McConnell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the 76ers.
And you look at the chart and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the 3 to score, but they have seen what the defense is giving them and taken every open look they found.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shot.
That's good from McConnell. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, we the North starting to turn out some players, right? Out of Toronto, Canada, Tristan Thompson. He doesn't have the most expansive offensive skill set, but guys, his motor is as good as it gets.
Pass to McConnell from outside the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Jefferson passing to Rose. Jefferson setting the pick for Rose. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter. And Thompson, one of the most relentless rebounders in the NBA.
Well, this is the elite skill he brings to the table. His durability and nightly effort on the boards make him a hugely valuable player, worthy of that contract.
Another miss by Philadelphia. The Cavaliers trail by 12. In the corner, Smith with it. There's 1:38 left in the third. Back to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And he is really in his zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
McConnell passes to Llewellyn. Holmes with it. Over Thompson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the 76ers lead by 12. The feed now to Jefferson. Thompson, high post. Knocked loose. Holmes with the steal. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You guys, you really can't say enough about Simmons. Bouncing off defenders like it's nothing on his way to the basket.
Cavaliers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Korver sets the screen for Rose. Dish now to Thompson. Kicks to Korver. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Rose.
Yeah, I think he was forcing too many shots in the first half. Now the game's coming to him.
Here's Llewellyn. 9 points in the game so far. Holmes passes to Llewellyn. And that one, good. Llewellyn's got 11.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Rose. 11 points in the game. Pulls it from 20. And he gets the clean bounce as that one drops in for it. Rose has got 10 points in just the second half. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers on top. They lead by 12. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's the bodyguard on the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Jared Bayless is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's the bodyguard. Then it's the machine. And it's Holmes in at the fourth. The bodyguard buries the long-range jumper. The bodyguard's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Philadelphia. Outside Thomas. And oh boy, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I tell you, you have to respect Isaiah Thomas's physicality. He may have a small frame, but a big-time heart and big-time energy.
2 shots.
And J.J. Redick with the prototype when it comes to his release point on that jump shot. So quick off the catch. Always has his feet set and squared and ready to deliver that dagger.
First free throw is good. Hey, Greg, with Redick, that great shooting form he has is one of the reasons his game has aged so well.
And a lot of people wondered if Redick would be able to last in the NBA when he was drafted. Might have one of the longest careers of that draft class. Just keeps producing at any age.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The bodyguard passes to Holmes. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes, but D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's the bodyguard, covered by Smith. LeBron grabs the miss.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Now here's LeBron, the trade, and there's J.R. Smith on the assist by James.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
To the wing on the left. Here's the machine. Got that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Love checked in for J.R. Smith. Primetime's checked in for the 76ers. Baddest one comes in for J.J. Redick. James outside. Dishes to Johnson. Here's baddest one. The pass to Primetime. Score of the basket is 8. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. James with it. Thompson dishes to LeBron. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Out to Wade from downtown. Yes! James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. Passes it to the bodyguard. They set the pick. Here's the machine. Pass to the bodyguard. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And he kicks the bucket. 25 points for baddest one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Thomas inside. Bayless covering. LeBron outside. Shoots from 12. Rebound by the 76ers.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
And it's Wade in the corner. It's a pick by Love. Shot off the screen. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
From deep three-point range, hits it from three-point range. Primetime's got 5 points in the quarter.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
There's the screen. LeBron outside, and there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That's his first foul. Robert Covington's checked in for Jared Bayless. Now, here's Wade. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Thompson. Got a piece of it. And here they come. Moving it up. Here's the machine. He's covered by Thompson. Here's the bodyguard. Whoa!
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Thompson outside. Thomas a screen. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Baddest one. Wade is covering. Prime time, but that's the Baddest one. They set the pick. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Baddest one's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Thomas against Covington.
Hey, yo, wait.
Outside Thomas. And Doris, we know basketball is a team game, but fans and media alike love to focus on the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
You know, Kevin, I think you and I certainly admire watching talent. And it doesn't matter what shape that talent takes. It could be a Broadway star doing their thing on a nightly basis, sometimes twice a day. For us, to watch somebody that we know has paid a price. And so those who are best at what they do are that because they put in the time. And who couldn't admire the work that's required of them?
Well, what I like about your broadcasting, Doris, is you never get distracted by the stars. They're obviously there, but I love the way you encompass the entire team and aren't just fixated on just that big name player that maybe the average fan is.
Yeah, I think sometimes people forget NBA stars because they are so great and can seem like supermen. They're people like everybody else.
Two shots.
The first one falls. Doris, wearable body tracking, such as sensors the teams use to determine stress load on players' bodies, how much they run during a game, during a practice, how fast they're going. Are we taking this thing too far?
You know, it's an excellent question. Listen, technology is increasing to the point where these teams now have a greater body of information with which to work. So I think just like we see in other areas of the game, analytics relative to team success, what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, the more information, the better. I think it comes down to an organizational decision. How much stress will we put on the information given by these particular body tracking monitors? I think it's got to be on a case-by-case basis. Certainly, the organizations will use it to the best of their abilities.
But if it helps the game, helps the players stay healthy, gives teams a better compass on how to use the players, I'm all for it.
Me too, Kev. Me too.
Here's Baddest one, following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Baddest one. Drains the three-pointer. Baddest one's got 31.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
Thomas a screen. LeBron kicks to Thomas. Floats it up for James. Here's the bodyguard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Doris, looking at the financial health of the league, tremendous TV ratings with the finals coverage again. Nearly half the teams valued around $1 billion, which to me is just unfathomable. Are we in the golden age of professional basketball in this country, of the NBA?
I think certainly we are in one of the great generations for the NBA. And think about this. I know soccer is the most popular game worldwide, Kevin, but increasingly basketball beyond the borders of the United States is one of the most popular and fastest growing sports. So I don't think there's any question the NBA is at its peak of its popularity with no end in sight. And I think there's a reason for that. You know, I think there's something very tangible and touchable to the NBA fan. Look at a guy like Steph Curry. He looks like every man, and yet he's finding tremendous success. That's appealing to NBA fans of the next generation.
Good on both. Here's Thomas. James outside. Thompson sets the pick for James. Goes up with a strike, and there's another one for the Cavaliers. Here's the bodyguard. There's the pick. Outside, Simmons. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Love with the screen for James. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The Machine's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Got that one up quick. That's 28 points for the bodyguard.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Feeds to James. Doris, much to the chagrin of basketball purists, we're seeing the near extinction of the mid-range game. Is there a way to reverse this trend?
Kevin, I don't know that we're seeing the extinction of it, and I would point directly to the Finals MVP, Kevin Durant, because if you look at some of his success, it is directly in the mid-range. Russell Westbrook has some effect in the mid-range. I mean, listen, certainly the priority is on layup and 3, but I don't think we've seen the extinction of the mid-range. I think this is a cyclical type of situation in the NBA, very much the way we've gone away from a low post center. Would a player that's a next level, next generation kind of change our thinking about that? Let's see. The game is always in a constant state of evolution. Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man and you deliver the ball right away.
Out to the right wing. And here is Simmons. That is one. Pass it to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Now, here's Thomas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
At the line, New York Cavaliers, Isaiah Thomas. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And All-Star Week, a fan favorite, certainly, Doris. We all love it as broadcasters, as fans. But are there any changes you'd like to make in any event or the weekend overall?
Well, I think one thing that would be fascinating to me is to see the best players, for instance, the Klay Thompsons, the Steph Currys, those people, the best shooters in the league, participate in that particular three-point contest. Think back to Larry Bird when he walked in the locker room and said, who's coming in second tonight? Like, those are great. We can't get enough of our stars. I'd like to see the stars have to participate in at least one event, Kev.
Good thoughts. Yep, it counts.
Defensively, Kev, it's very hard to impact a shot from the mid-range when you're giving up that many inches as a defender.
Pass to Thomas. Over McConnell. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Thomas got 6 here in this quarter.
You simply have to love watching Isaiah Thomas shoot the basketball, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game.
Johnson the screen to the middle. Here's the bodyguard. That one, no good. And Cleveland the other way now. Outside Thomas, launches it. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, you have to stay attached to Isaiah Thomas because in catch-and-shoot situations, this guy is ready to fire.
Bayless dishes to Sharp. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're down by 22. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter.
Wow, what a long and fruitful career for Richard Jefferson. Remember, guys, this was the 13th overall pick
pick back in 2001. He's more of a jump shooter now than the tremendous athlete, slasher, dunker he was early. I'll tell you what, he can still surprise you every now and again with a big-time finish.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, baddest one.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's envy. Cavaliers making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Robert Covington's checked in for Philadelphia. Outside Jefferson. There's a good screen. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And Doris, you remember Richard Jefferson alongside Jason Kidd in New Jersey helped lead them to consecutive NBA Finals appearances.
Yeah, he had a pretty auspicious beginning to his career with those Finals appearances. But you've got to believe it feels great to now say, I am an NBA champion, as he won one with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for baddest one.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the score by Cleveland. And it's Bayless in the corner. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson.
And on the road, silencing the crowd. What a dominant performance.
Well, they took control of this game from the outset, a commanding all-around performance and an important road win.
Here's Rose. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Green, the screen, and finished off by Rose.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
He used that pick just right.
Well, with JR, sometimes it doesn't matter how much you get in his face. He can still knock it down with the best of them.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Hey, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olman, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.